Okay, I'm just gonna do the best I can. I have no idea if you can see me because I am filming with my phone and I don't have like another camera. So hopefully this works. You'll have to let me know things that I might need to change. Again, keep in mind I only have one camera, so you can either see my hands or my face, but you can't see both. So I could film my face, myself talking while I work, and then like periodically lift the stuff up to show you. Or you can just watch me work and not have to see my face, which is kind of ideal for me. But I am willing to show my face if that's ideal for you. So, first things first. This manicure is a week old? 6 or 7 days old. This hand has been through it because we had to move the camper. Princess hand's going strong as always. I'm wearing Blue Rizzler Holo Taco, and on top I put Reflective Taco because I felt like it was just missing something, and I don't know, it needed an extra sparkle. And then this hand is Holo Taco Cheap Champagne. I broke a couple fingernails on this hand and I just wanted something like skin toned to try to elongate the finger and not look at how short these two nails are. I mean, I do keep this hand shorter than this hand, but these are just a little shorter than what I really like. Anyway, let's craft. I was struggling a little bit this morning. I knew that I wanted to film this. I just feel really inspired to like share stuff on YouTube and try to make that my job. I would love to be able to say that I make a little bit of money on YouTube, or on the internet in general. Like, I have no qualms making money sharing things, if you know what I'm saying. So, but the thing is, like, I'm not good at editing, and so when I think about making these videos, it feels really overwhelming. And so I just keep pushing it off, which is what I was doing this morning in a small way, but I also do it in a very big way. And so I was like pushing off doing my chores too. And I don't know why, I just feel like I need to get some chores done before I can sit down and craft. So then it was like 12:30 before I knew it, and I hadn't done anything. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get up and do some stuff and not think about it. So I vacuumed, like a small vacuum, not a big vacuum, you know, like a once over. If you're the main cleaner of your space, you get it. Like, not the big vacuum, just the small once over. And that's gotta be good enough. And then just set the camera up and just start filming. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. Okay, this is trash. And maybe I'll get better at it, but I have to do something first. So this is where we're at. And when I was cleaning, I was picking stuff up, tidying, you know, and this is a seltzer box that, I don't know, felt kind of inspiring to me because of the bubbles. So I cut some of it out, and I just wanted to cut off the ugly words because I did not like those. So this is, I don't know what this is for, but it'll come to me. It'll call to me when it's ready to be used. Okay, get the junk journal out. I need to date this junk journal so I know when I started it. It was a couple days ago. I can't use my phone to remember the date because you're on the phone. Okay. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do that later. Next time, if this isn't dated, remind me that I didn't date it. I started it a few days ago. This is a relatively new junk journal. I just went through and added some bigger stuff. Just some backgrounds and things. That's the whole spread I did yesterday. But before yesterday, I just went through and added like just random shit. Because it's hard to do anything on a blank page. Like, that's scary. This, not so scary. It just gives me something to respond to, something to work off of, even if it doesn't end up being like related to that thing in any way. Shout out Bella's blanket. I don't know. It's less scary, you know? Have you ever heard of white page syndrome? Even if the page isn't white. Beige page syndrome, you know? Like, this is even better than this. So anyway, that's the point. I went through, added a bunch of big stuff that first day. And this actually used to be my my nail blueprints. I call them blueprints journal, where I would like draw out the things that I wanted to do on my nail art. As you can tell, I'm a really good artist. Very realistic, you know, they know me for realism. But I just haven't really been doing a lot of nail art lately, and even when I do, I hadn't been drawing it out. Did you watch Arcane? What did you think? So yeah, I remember when I did the boobs nails. Allison Wonder Boobs. Allison Wonder Boobs. That would be a good drag name. Allison Wonder Boobs. Come on. Also Mothman with boobs. Okay, what was I saying? Can you even hear me? Is the phone too far away? Also, the heat's on. Can you hear that? Okay. I'm gonna stop saying all the things that are wrong and just keep going. Anyway, this used to be my nail journal, and I stopped doing nail art, which I already said. So I just put like a little tab on this thing, and it separates, because I didn't want to cover this up. Like, this is part of me. But it separates the nail stuff from the junk journal stuff, which is what I feel like doing right now. Let's see. I went to the library yesterday, got a library card, got a bunch of free junk journal shit. Let me show you some of the, this is one of them, but I got like all these bookmarks, and I got so many more. I've already used a bunch of them. And I figured out how to tear the top off the back so that I can use both sides, because some of them have some cool stuff on both sides. And I just got a bunch of other stuff, free stuff from the library also. They were giving, well, they weren't giving them out. I thought they were giving them out. I read it wrong on the newsletter that I signed up for before I even got my library card. But they have these adult craft kits that you can check out. This one is Hanukkah origami, because they still had all their holiday stuff out. They hadn't switched out from holiday stuff yet, so I grabbed this because it has 10 origami squares in it. And I was like, even if I don't end up doing the actual origami part, which I do want to try at least once, I got all these free origami squares in different colors. Like, how cool. So I'm gonna go take that back to the library probably tomorrow and see if they've switched them out, and just keep checking out what they have at the library. So that was pretty cool. So then when I got home, I made this spread with some stuff that Seth brought home from his new job. Like, this is a sticker that he got at work, and a bunch of the stuff that I got at the library. A couple other little things I already had, but I don't really know what to say about it other than it's cool. Oh, I made this also yesterday. Where did it go? It's in here? Yes. There was a little envelope in one of the magazines that I got from the library, and I just covered it in everything rainbow that I had. I had to make a few things. I had to do just a little bit to cover up some of the white spaces, but mostly I had enough stuff from the library and just stuff that I already had on hand that had rainbows on it. And then Seth brought me home this sticker. It's like the levels of toxicity pyramid or something from work, but it was rainbow, so I used it. But yeah, I want to tape this in somewhere in here, but I don't have any tape that I like right now. And I'm not going to go out and just buy tape because I hate buying things from a junk journal. So hopefully the universe will send me some soon. So yeah, put this aside. This is cool. I found this on a hike. It was like an info center, like where the maps are and stuff. They had a bunch of pamphlets, different pamphlets, and this was one of them. I ripped up the rest and used it in a different junk journal, but I wanted to save this to use as the whole page because I just thought it was really cool. Now what? Now what do I want to do? I'm just now realizing that everything is upside down for you. I guess I'll have to figure out what that means. Maybe I need to be sitting on the other side? I'll see. Edit it and post. Okay. Or whatever they say. Let's just start. Let's just start. This is a no think, just do craft session. What is calling to me? Let's look through one of the magazines. Okay, I got this magazine at the library yesterday. Honestly, I'm not sure if I was supposed to take it. Look, I just saw this and I was like, you're coming home with me. That's mine. Also, it's giving Georgia O'Keeffe. Like, you know, what is it, like a dead bird next to a gold vase or something? But is it a Burger King ad? Like, what? I don't know. What is this? Anyway, I was really inspired by that. So let's take this magazine and look at it and see if there's some other stuff that I want to take out. I might not even glue anything down at this point, but like, sometimes I just need to go through and be inspired, you know? Okay. Yeah, let's just go through this magazine and see what's up. I don't know, do I just start with this? Because, like, it is calling to me right now. And I technically have two. I have the whole 1.5. Yeah. Let's just start with this. Is there anything on the back? No. Do I want to rip it? I kind of want to rip it. I don't really like a straight edge. Ain't nothing straight around here. That's okay. That's fine. Okay. Let's see what goes along with that. I need something to call to me. I don't know what that's cool. I will be using that at some point. This is where the envelope came from that I put all the rainbows on. I thought this little design in the background was cool, so I ripped it out and used it in yesterday's spread. It's behind this. Sometimes I'm like, do I want to cover that up? And sometimes I don't care. And sometimes I feel precious about some of the things that I've glued down in the background. It's a balance. It definitely is a balance to try to figure out what I want to cover up. Or like what I'm okay with covering up. And what I want to stick out. Like this, I want most of this to stick out. We'll see. We'll see. I could change my mind, but I doubt it. But I could. I do really like this green color. It's still like, it's doing something for me. So maybe, maybe I'll pull part of this out. Do we need more? There is more. I think I'll pull some of this out. That'll be some good background. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Well, this was really cool. It doesn't really vibe with what I feel like doing right now. Which, if I had to verbalize what I feel like doing right now, I literally could not tell you. So, but I know it's not this. This is for another day. I really like how this looks like it's torn. Like on tender systems, and it's like easily ripped up, like cities, highways, easily destroyed, but also we need them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that was dumb. I can make art out of anything, honestly. I can make a story out of anything. This would be a good background for something, though. And I really like how these are, they look like they're on top, but I would need to find a way to cover up the words, because I don't really like that. Wait. Not that I don't like what the words are saying. It's the font. I don't really like that font. It's boring. I like this page a lot. But not for today. I'm cold. I'm gonna turn this heat my way. There we go. That is cool. Do I want it for today? No. This, I love this. A bow made out of hands and fingers? Come on. Like, this is something that I would want to make. That is so cool. I love that. I feel so inspired by that. Do I use it today? Or is that... I feel like she needs to be her own thing. Let's save her for later. That's cool. But still not quite what I'm looking for. I feel like I'm so tired of looking at all the things that I have in my collection, and I want something new, but I don't want to buy anything. Okay, I feel like I'm starting to think too much. I need to just glue some shit down. Feeling like this is giving scarcity in abundance. You know what I'm saying? So, what other things give me that vibe? This little pamphlet from the library. I wish you could see the amount of shit that I have, like, all around me. I'm surrounded by junk right now. Does one of these squares go? It's like the exact same color as my background, so no. Oh, maybe orange. Let's take one of those out. I feel like I took all these bookmarks from the kids. They're definitely meant for the kids. But sometimes the kids side of the library is where you will find a lot of free junk journal stuff. They have the coolest stuff over there. What else? What else, guys? I don't know. I don't have anything. Bookmarks. Look at me saying I don't have anything. That is scarcity and abundance because I have so much shit around me right now. On theme. Kind of like the idea of how peaceful she is next to this skull. I'm gonna put aside what I've already looked through. What else? This was cool. I had not read this book. From Central Park to Liechtenstein, an unlikely duo uncover a secret so profound that what began as a farcical quest to break a curse will eventually threaten the very lords of hell. The Witchstone by Henry H. Neff. I don't know. I just thought the cover was cool. For today? Yeah, maybe actually. Like, maybe they have a thing going on. Have I read too many smutty books? Or do you see it? What else? What's over here? Hate that. Hate that quote. It just feels so white woman shabby chic. But I do love this. I got this at the thrift store. It was like a pack of 5 mystery cards, and this was one of them. And I like this picture, but this also feels like so... I literally was just talking about how I didn't want to do my chores, and now I'm making fun of this card. You make the beds, you wash the dishes, and 6 months later you have to start all over again. Ha ha hee hee. Maps. No, those don't feel right for today. Okay, stop thinking. Stop thinking. Just do art. What else? I'm just like so tired of looking at these same magazines over and over again. But every time I look through them, I see something new, you know? So maybe we'll find something in here that feels right. I like this font. It is orange also. Yeah, maybe I'll cut that out. Something on the back that I like. I need to save. I don't think so. Okay. I'm gonna cut it out big and then cut it out how I like after. I kind of don't want to mess up the headphones. Okay. Well, okay, set that aside. What else? What else? I don't even know. Can you see all of this? cool picture. Do you see anything good? Blink twice if you see anything good. These leaves are kind of cool. I want that. Yeah, why question it? Don't question. Just do. That aside. This bike is kind of giving something. Don't mess up those letters because I could use those for something. Oh no, I forgot to check the back. What if it was cool? Okay. It's fine. This feels weird to be doing this without music in the background, but because I'm using my phone, I can't. And also, isn't that like against the rules on YouTube? You can't play music that's not yours. Okay, put that aside. We're getting somewhere, I feel like. I have this old magazine from, it's like a gardening magazine from the 1980s, but I've come to realize I don't really like this old like newspaper feel. For some things it's okay, but it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't, like my finger, I don't like the way it feels on my fingers, and the glue will sometimes pick up some of the ink and it'll get all over my fingers, you know, like old newspapers. So I used this for one specific project, and then I haven't really used a lot of it since. It could just be like background fodder, but I don't gravitate towards that a lot. I got this from the library yesterday. This has some cool book covers, artwork in it. Let's see if there's anything that I want for today. I don't remember seeing anything that's giving the vibes that I'm feeling right now. Okay, let's talk about it. One thing that I love about this craft, as you call it, junk journaling, scrapbooking, art journaling, whatever you want to call it, it's so intuitive. It's like there's no right or wrong answers. There doesn't have to be a rhyme and a reason, but there can be. It's just like if something calls to me, I do it. And it's just like, you know, like I don't always have an end product in mind. And if you are a recovering perfectionist like me, having an end product can sometimes prevent me from ever even starting. And so if I just start without knowing what the hell I'm about to do, I just have the best time just like letting stuff come to me. Letting stuff call to me. And it's so healing. It's so healing for perfectionism. It's healing your whimsical side. It's healing your inner child who just did whatever the hell they wanted. Literally the only reason I picked this magazine up this was from a different library, is because of the rainbow. And I already used the rainbow on the other side. But I was like, yeah, even if all I use is the cover, that's mine. do I feel so resistant to this right now? Gay. But not for today. I mean, gay every day, but I don't want that for today. For today's art. This is kind of cool. Could I make it not look like a bed? I don't know. It doesn't feel right. I'm feeling like I need to check and make sure that you're still recording. Hang on. Still recording. It's been 30 minutes already. God. Do I just glue this stuff down and not like have an actual spread? Just like see what happens? This brown stuff is calling to me. Do I need to save the back? Nope. Really like this. I don't want this metal stuff though. Let's save this A for something. That's probably trash. This is a medicine jar full of letters. Anytime I find cool letters, I just put them in here. I don't know. I don't really use them that much, so I don't know why I do it, but it feels good. I think I also got this from a different library. Telling you, the library is where you go for free shit. I learned that the library here has an adult craft night once a month. She said there's only 10 spots and it's highly competitive to get in to be one of the first ones to register. So I'm gonna be checking my phone. I'm gonna try to get into the adult craft night scene. This is so cool. I don't know what I'm gonna use that for yet, but something. I already know. Creepy. Guys, something isn't right. I don't feel it yet. Boring, boring, boring. Gay. And then more boring, boring, boring. Gay. Boring. Okay, maybe I just need to start gluing. Let's do a glue session and then then reassess. Okay. That side. Let's glue some stuff. This is what we have to work with. I'm gonna cut this a little bit more. Oh, the scissors. They're lost in the abyss. You know when you lose your scissors in the abyss or the tape? If you do this craft, you know the struggle of finding tiny, tiny, tiny pieces of paper everywhere. It's like confetti. I don't even know how it happens. I do know how it happens. I don't know why I said that. I like that 70s, 80s looking font. I feel like it goes with the situation. Okay, I don't want this little line thing at the top. Don't think. Okay. What else? Definitely want just anything on this side. No. I just want Devil Daddy. Sorry, Henry. I gave you credit. Henry H. Neff. This was his book, but he will not be in my junk journal. I just feel like they make a good couple. They have something. Can you feel it? I don't want anything on the back. Kind of. Yeah. Let's see if I can take this one apart. Don't use your nails as tools. Don't be like me. Do as I say, not as I do. That's why I can't keep this hand from these nails from breaking on this side. Perfect. I might use a little bit of this and put it to the side. I don't necessarily want this quote right now. But I will put it aside for some other time. Okay. Now, the struggle is, because this is so big, it needs to be a background. But because I love it, it needs to be a foreground. So let's just put it where it was. I kind of felt like it was cool right here. I might end up, taking the top and bottom off. Let's see, phrasing. Taking the top and bottom off. Okay. Oh, and I have this green that I wanted to use as background. Okay. Disappear. Scissors back into the abyss. I just kind of want, where do I want it over here? This. I don't like this straight edge. I feel like that needs to be up against something over here maybe. Yeah. Okay. And then yes, okay, I think we're getting somewhere. But I do want to save this little chunk. So we'll just tear them up here. Okay, save you. And then let's rip that off. Alright, let's glue this down. Glue stick. It's like a, what do you call it? I can't think of words. My brain's not working. What is that movie where she calls her book and she's like, book? with the Sanderson sisters. I know you're yelling at me right now. What is it called? The Halloween movie. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to edit out how long it took me to think of the name. I literally can't think of it. I feel so ashamed. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. All of that. Just to say that's how I was calling my glue stick. Glue stick. Like book. God. How embarrassing for me. See, I kind of wanted this to show through. Why did I put it in the background? Is it too late? Yes. Okay, it has to stay. I just like that it says love. What does it say? Love is what we need. Oh my god, I can't cover that up. Freak. Okay. This is emergency surgery. Okay, okay. It's gonna work out. You'll see. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's glue this down. I'm gonna cut off the bottom and top probably. And this one. This is old craft girl hack. When you don't have scissors, or whatever. I do have scissors, but I don't want to use them. And I don't know. I just like the character that it gives of a not straight edge. You fold it, and then you actually, if you really want it to work good, you have to lick it. Phrasing. That's what she said. Fold it, lick it, and then there. See how perfect? Glue. Except we don't want this little section glued because that's where we did some secret stuff that no one will ever know when they look at it. Years later, when they find this, anthropologists find this in a cave and they're like, this girl must have not used her phone very much. She was not like other girls. See how she crafted in the wild, and they'll never know. Okay, now what? Now, yeah, I thought I might use this. Let's rip off the stuff. So, I am collecting these for a thing, and also I like, anytime I find little talk bubbles, whether they be white or black or whatever, I like those too. I'm saving them. For what exactly? I don't know. I will report back. So I'll cut this off and separate these. And this will go, I have a little baggie. This is a baggie of things I'm collecting for, I'm thinking about making like a fairy zine or a fairy junk journal, if like fairy sized, like tiny. I don't know. There's just some things that I've collected that I think would work for that, and I think those tiny talk bubbles would be cool. And then this I can go ahead and glue down. Where is it? Here in my barcode collection. Don't let your phone see this. It's gonna go crazy. It's gonna try to open every single tab. Go back. Where were we? Okay. And now I have this left over. Okay, what next? I feel like we need to bring the orange in on this side. How do I want to do that? I just put this up here. Also, maybe I should have said this in the beginning. I don't know if you saw this, but fuck J.K. Rowling. Okay? I got this like as a gift in 2020 or something. Okay, we've moved on. I still love Harry Potter. I hate J.K. Rowling. I did not buy this. Do I need to say that? I feel like if you know me, you know. But like, I'm not gonna throw this out. This is straight up leather, bitch. Like, come on. This is awesome. Really good quality. Okay. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. I'm gonna rip this. See where it takes me. Glue her down. I would love to get more into like whatever, like professional, whatever that means, fine arts collaging, where they like in the magazine that I showed you. Hang on, I'll remind you if I can find it. This magazine in here, back to this magazine, there was that, where's that girl? With the finger bows, the fingers bow, which is somewhere in here. Where did she go? She's hiding. It's okay. There she is. You can come out. You don't have to be scared. I would love to get into this kind of thing where it looks like they belong together, and like the strategy and technique of cutting things out so that they fit together is a thing, and I would love to learn more about that. This book is not for that. This book is for gluing shit down and healing our perfectionism. That's why it's a junk journal. There could be a rhyme or reason, but there does not have to be. Like this, we need to put this back in. There we go. There. Now that looks cool, doesn't it? Come on. There. You never would know. It looks like it was ripped the other way. Cool. Okay. What do we have left? This stuff. All of this stuff. This is another background, I feel. Glue this down over here. I do not like these words, so I feel like I'm gonna need to cover that up somehow. These are background, these feel like foreground. These could be either. Where do I want this? Maybe this piece doesn't go in this one. Go here. could go there. I don't mind that. Okay. Don't think so hard. Just glue shit down. You don't have to think about it that hard. Okay? Here, it's in, and no one's hurt. Oh, my old lady legs. I have to craft on the floor. Because I live in a camper, this is like the biggest space for me, is the floor. Let's see. Now what? We've got the bike. We've got the lovers. Flowers. And a little orange. Which I think I want to be on this side because I like the 3 pieces of orange. I read this article, meaning I actually probably saw it on Reels or maybe YouTube, that when you're creating this kind of art, it's good to have things in odd numbers. So like 3s and 5s and 7s, things that call on each other. So like in this case, the orange color, 3 of them. Does it matter? No, but it does feel good. And if it feels good, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Let me just sip my beverage. He wants some flowers too, doesn't he? It's kind of like he's in hell, you know, because it's like underneath the flowers. Or should it go like this? No, I really like this upside down thing. That's doing something for me. And she's like swinging. Not that kind of swinging, but maybe. I definitely want to cover this up mostly. Are they like together? Kind of like that. I'm not a huge fan of the straight edges again, but you know, it's fine. Is she under? Or is she over? A little bike over here. Cover up the words. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, that feels like it goes there. I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down. Okay. Am I forcing this bicycle to go when it doesn't? Let me just leave it there for a minute. Let's see. Okay. I do think these go together, but I think I need something else. I need something else in the background, and I don't know what, and I don't know that I have it. What if we just do like some brown paper? This is from a Wendy's collab with Wednesday Addams, which, like, okay, kind of goes Burger King, Wednesday. I'm not gonna put the actual, or I mean Wendy's, I'm not gonna put the actual Wendy's thing on there, or do I? No. But we can know in our hearts and souls that the brown paper came from Wendy's. Do you like crinkle noises? Should I shut up and let you listen to the paper? That was fun. Okay, yeah, that is doing something for me personally. You know, I gotta get rid of the straight edges. No. Alright. Don't want this to be straight either. Okay, let's glue that down. Okay, now let's try again. It's just something about them being all like rectangle that I don't like. How do I fix that without screwing everything up? Like, I want these flowers. I could always glue them back. So what if I do that? Okay, that's better. And then that. This one might stay. We'll leave that one. This, I don't know, but I do kind of want to... Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I just want him to be a little more wonky and less perfect. So I do kind of like, you know, like now he's a little distressed, you know? Like, he's been through some stuff. There. Now let's see what we can do. I can like hide that over here. Maybe this one. Like this, and then she's swinging, swinging. Something like this. I don't know. I can't stop thinking. So, okay. I can't stop thinking. So what I'm going to do is just glue. I'm just going to glue something to something. Just going to do it. Here. Okay? Here. Nobody's hurt. Everything's fine. What else? What else can I glue? What else can I glue without thinking about it? This little flower. Yep, I'm doing it. Let's add a little more glue so it'll stick. Really commit. Commit, Graylin. You can do this. Okay. There. That's cool, right? Okay, what else? I'm like, I think I am married to the idea of him being under some flowers, but it's just, something isn't right about it. Oh, okay. Something's happening that I like here about that. I'm gonna glue that down because I know I like it. Don't panic. It's fine. Oh no, 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 no. Over just a little bit. Okay. And then this piece. Okay, cool. All right, let me just slow down. Take a breath. Everything's working out. Take a sip of my beverage. Everything's fine. This is actually what goes through my head when I do stuff like this, so welcome to inside my head. Okay, and now what? Is he like peeping at her from under the flowers? Now what? I do like that right there. Should I just glue it? Should I go ahead? Okay, I'm gonna glue at least the bottom part because I like the placement, but I think I might want to stick something like underneath this, maybe. So let's just go ahead and put him here. Can I try the bicycle over here? I do kind of like that. I really want him to be under these flowers for some reason, like. Maybe I need to tear it a little. That helps sometimes, but just a tiny bit. Oh yeah, that's better, right? That's better. Go all the way down this? No, because then I can't see the flowers. Okay. Okay, I like that. Also, I don't need to press so hard with the glue. Like, it's how you run out faster. I like how it's almost like continuing like this. So maybe I go down a little bit more so it looks more like that. Just a little. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now I can glue this down. I do still think something needs to go right here. I don't know what yet. Is this good? Needs to glue a little bit better. Okay. Is it the bicycle? No. Is it? No. keep forgetting to do stuff under the camera. I'm just really getting into it, I guess. This? I wish I could stick this under here. Let's stick it under here, kind of. There. Nobody knows. Nobody will know that I did that after. Oh shit. Hang on. There we go. Okay, and then I don't want this. The whole reason was to cover up these words, and now I don't want this white piece. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I want something here and here and here. I could put some more orange in. There. I think what, too bold? Maybe some more brown? That could work because it like goes with this. I don't know. Or maybe I do use the thing that is the same color as my sheets of paper, because this is on top now, and so it could be like, okay, let me rip this, see what I can do. Okay, I do like that, but now I definitely do still need something on it. Oh, this is a never-ending cycle. Okay. Also, it doesn't have to be finished. You know? Like, I don't have to finish it right now. I can just leave it and come back later. And you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a breath. I did some good crafting. I'm proud of what I did. I like it. I like the story of scarcity and abundance, of a little Persephone and what's his face? Hades situation, love story over here, which is also like scarcity and abundance, winter, summer, stopping to smell the roses, you know, like the little things. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna clean up a little bit. I'm gonna exercise, get my mind right, and come back to it later. Maybe. Okay, thanks for crafting with me and making me feel not so lonely. Let's do it again. Bye. Oh shit.